Alright, now I'm going to turn the light off in the entire room. Pooka! Nothing. That is black. That's all the way down. And let me zoom out here a little bit. Okay. Now, if you look at the sensor on the actual tube, let's see here. Yeah, you can see it's like totally lit up. That's like saying, hey, there is dark in every direction. Alright. Turn on the light. Well, the light's coming from one side. There we go. Now we got light coming from one side. It's saying it's light on this side, it's dark on this side. But look at the LEDs as I bring it closer to the camera and pass it through the light. They actually, this is an analog circuit. So not only does it tell you how dark or how bright it is, it actually gives you some indication as to, or I'm sorry, which direction it's coming from. It even tells you how dark and how bright it is. So like, you can see those LEDs are kind of dim. Now they're like off. Now they're like all the way on. So it's useful. And I don't know if you can see those two kind of blue squares. Well, let me turn the light back on first. Okay. I've got it calibrated pretty well, but you can calibrate it further with these. One of them controls this little thing right here, this little, I guess, light matrix. And then the other one actually controls what's making it into the software, the voltage divider. So, you know, you might be in a situation where it's really bright, but you want something else to go into the software, but whatever you need, you can mess with it. So, now the final bit, the tilt sensor. So let me get the camera firmly on the tilt sensor. Okay. That's pretty good. It's probably taking up the whole screen at this point. Alright, I'll turn that off. So, you'll notice there's an X and a Y and a Z, and those represent the three different axes. And there's an acceleration bar, and there's a line in the middle. So I guess I'll start with the acceleration bar. That's kind of a pseudo-acceleration. I'm going to shake the tube. Shaking the tube. Roar. Acceleration. So, I mean, and all this is assignable inside of the software. So, you know, you might have, you know, maybe a sound that as you shake it harder, the volume goes up or something like that. It's really up to you. Okay, now, probably saw some activity on X, Y, and Z. Look at X, Y, and Z. I'm going to tilt it to one side. See it ramp up on some, and on the others I'm going to tilt it another way. Let me get a nominal reading here for a sec. I'm holding it level right now. I'm going to tilt it down. Boom. I'm going to put it back to level. Tilt it up. Okay, so you get the general idea. Now, the cool part is this guy here in the middle. Let me sneak under the camera here. Let me show you what this is. So I'm going to turn on the MSP portion here. You can adjust this thing here in the middle. It's actually 3D. That's what it is. So I'm going to hit a button on the synth. And you can see that's a waveform. And this waveform represents the sound that the synth is playing. So, now I'm going to tilt the tube. As you can see, as I'm tilting it on that very axis. As you can see, as I'm tilting it, I get an actual representation of the waveform tilting along with the tube. See a little bit more complex waveform. Tilt it forward. Maybe I don't want it at that angle. Maybe I want it more like, you know, something like that. It's kind of hard to tell what I'm doing here. I'm getting a note. There we go. That's not bad. It's like I'm kind of looking down the tube, right? There you go. That's very clear as to what's going on. I'm just making notes on a keyboard right now. Okay. So, long and short of it, let me zoom out. That's the sensor network, and that's what it does. And I guess I'll make another video in a little bit that shows off the sound capabilities of the synthesizer. Let me see if I got some screen capture. That's kind of ghetto, you know, the camera and filming the screen. I hate that. When I go to YouTube videos and people are filming a TV, it just drives me crazy. So, anyway, that's the hardware.